Dave Palumbo here with another RX Muscle Rant brought to you by Redcon One. Today's topic, apple cider vinegar. You know, guys, I hear so many people saying so many things about this terrific product, and people have asked me, you know, number one, does it burn fat? That's really the question I get the most, probably. And if any of you know me and have heard me talk about, you know, apple cider vinegar, you know that I really like the product. And the product I talk about is not just any apple cider vinegar. It's the apple cider vinegar with the pulp still in it. It's also known as, quote, mother. Mother is the pulp. That means it's unfiltered. So when they crush the apple, because the way apple cider vinegar is made is they crush apples up, okay? And then they, you know, they add yeast and they turn it into basically wine, okay? And then they further ferment that wine and they turn it into vinegar, okay? And then a lot of times when they sell the vinegar in stores, they filter the vinegar because the people don't like to see little particles and crap floating in the vinegar. And that's most of the vinegar that you buy in the store. This apple cider vinegar with mother is the unfiltered version, and that's what we're talking about. That's the one, you can see brags up there. That's the one that really is the beneficial one and has all the health benefits to it. Now originally, you know, a lot of people, you know, the big thing with apple cider vinegar is it alkalinizes your body. And I've said this before too. Really what it does is it does help neutralize acidity in the body, specifically in the stomach. Whether it completely alkalinizes the entire body, there's really no research to say that's true. There's anecdotal evidence, and I believe it to be true, but you know, I'm not gonna make that statement. That's not really what I'm here to tell you. Because the question is, does apple cider gonna burn fat? Now, I would have to say, you know, if literally no, but indirectly yes. And one of the benefits of apple cider vinegar is that it actually lowers blood glucose levels. And no one really knows how it does this. But when people take it, okay, they notice that their fasting blood sugars in the morning are lower. Specifically people who run high blood sugar. So if you guys out there are running some high blood sugars, try it. Take 2 tablespoons in about 6 to 8 ounces of water before you go to bed. See what your fasting blood sugars are in the morning. If they're going down, then you know it worked. I've noticed that. I actually do it by accident sometimes, because what I do is I add a tablespoon of it usually to my Fiberlize shake at night, and my blood sugars are always good in the morning. I hadn't realized it until I actually saw the pattern, and I kind of just read an article recently about that. And I noticed, you know, he said, you know what, on the days I take the apple cider vinegar in my fiber, I am running lower blood sugars in the morning. So that's an excellent benefit. Probably the benefit that I see the most use for it is, especially since as bodybuilders, we eat a lot of food. When you eat a ton of food, you get a lot of indigestion. It just comes with the territory. You take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and 4 to 6 ounces or 8 ounces of water, that acidity goes away instantaneously. And I know a lot of people, because when they eat a lot of food, they get hiccups too. I'm sure a lot of you bodybuilders out there have encountered this before. You were gorging on a lot of food, trying to put weight on, and you just had the hiccups all the time. And I have guys contact me like about this. Try apple cider vinegar. It's a great hiccup cure. Sticking with the throat, because apple cider vinegar happens to be a great antibacterial compound, it kills bacteria on contact, you can put it on your face for if you have bad acne. You can dab it on with like a cotton ball or a paper towel. You could gargle with it when you have a sore throat. And I've done this before. You know, you got to dilute it. Don't do it straight. Usually put it in put like a tablespoon in like 4 ounces of water, 5 ounces of water, and gargle with it. And I'm telling you, the sore throat will go away faster. It really does. I don't know if it's not killing the systemic bacteria, but it's certainly killing any bacteria that's in your throat. And a lot of times these sore throats are just localized to that area. So that could definitely help increase or fix that a little better. Another one of the terrific effects of, apple cider vinegar, I'm looking at my cheat sheet because I have so many things I can't remember anymore, is it lowers LDL cholesterol. A lot of people, you know, have asked me about the anti-cholesterol effects of apple cider vinegar, and they have shown, okay, experimentally, you know, you can Google these studies if you want, that it does lower LDL cholesterol, which is another great, you know, advantage of this stuff. So how do you really use it? What's the best way to use it? You know, I kind of try to use it once a day, at least every day. But if you're experiencing side effects like acidity, high acidity, maybe your blood cholesterol is high, maybe blood sugars are high, you might want to use it on a regular basis. During my 3-week detoxification program that I give to people, I have them use it 3 to 5 times a day for 3 weeks straight, just for pure detoxification purposes. And you know, the best way to do it is I usually take a tablespoon and I put it in anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces of water. Don't drink it straight. It'll, first of all, it can destroy the enamel on your teeth because it's so acidic. So you want to dilute it down without a doubt, okay? You know what, speaking about drinking apple cider vinegar, if you have bad breath, okay, you know, it sounds weird because vinegar doesn't really smell like it, but if you gargle with the apple cider vinegar in your mouth will feel so clean and refreshed after. It's unbelievable because you know why? It kills all the bacteria. Bacteria in your mouth will cause bad breath. And so, once again, there's a ton of excellent, you know, things that the apple cider vinegar could be used for. And once again, can they all be proven? No, but a lot of these things like lowering blood glucose, you can see experimentally, and there have been studies to show that they do these things. Once again, I like it, especially for people who have indigestion. This is the best cure-all that you could possibly use for indigestion. I don't care, you could take Tums, you could take Alka-Seltzer. Apple cider vinegar works the best. And once again, if you get into a routine of using it every day, you know, once again, the best, easiest way for me to do it is I do a Fiberlize shake twice a day, so I just throw it in there. If you guys get into the habit of doing that, you'll get 2 tablespoons in a day, and I guarantee you'll feel better. And I guarantee your blood chemistries will come back better. Give it a shot. What do you got to lose? It might just be the best natural cure-all that you can use for all the different little weird, you know, problems that you have. And as a bodybuilder, I'm going to tell you one more great thing that you probably didn't know that you can use apple cider vinegar for. If you ever take a bad shot, a bad injection, and you get bruising on your arm, say, or wherever you happen to take it, if you take apple cider vinegar and you put it on a paper towel and you dab it on there, just keep putting it on and on and on and on, let it dry, put it on and on, it will disperse that bruising about 10 times faster than if your body did it on its own. I don't know how it does it. It kind of acts as an anti-inflammatory from what I understand, but it definitely disperses. I don't know if it brings blood flow to that area, but you'll see that bruise, you know, just kind of disperse. It actually looks worse at first because the blood just kind of just starts spreading out, but by the next day, it's almost gone. So there you go. You got a couple tips to try for this coming weekend. I'm Dave Palumbo with another Redcon 1 RX Muscle Rant.